Is the screen visible to everyone? Yes, okay. Okay, so last time, I guess we have covered till derivation, right? We have covered till derivation. So today we'll see the steps of midpoint circle drawing algorithm. Okay, so I'll just give a small gist of what we have covered in the last lecture. Okay, in the last lecture, we have studied about the in the last lecture we have studied about introduction to circle. Okay, and we have covered what exactly is a circle. Okay, so based on 2 points, that is based on center and the radius, you find out the points of a circle so that you can display the circle on the screen. Okay, so based on 2 points, that is a center as well as a radius, you find out the points of a circle so that you can display it onto the screen. Okay, also we have covered about quadrant and octant. What is a quadrant and what is an octant? Quadrant is nothing but it is dividing the circle into 4 equal parts. Okay, so when it divides the circle in 4 equal parts, each of those parts are going to form what? A 90-degree angle. Okay, so a circle, when it is drawn using a quadrant, then in such case the points may not be an accurate one. Okay, the points may not be an accurate one when you are drawing a circle using four-way symmetry. Okay, so that is why from four-way symmetry it has been uh, decided to choose 8-way symmetry. That is, from 90-degree you are again dividing it into 45-degree. Okay, so what exactly does it does it do? It is going to divide the quadrant into again 2 more parts. So that's how a circle will be divided into 8 equal parts. Each of those 8 equal parts will be of 45-degree angle. Okay, and again one more thing, all the coordinates of these octants will be based on which quadrant that particular octant is lying. Okay, so how the sign conventions are decided? The sign conventions are decided based on this diagram that we had seen. Okay, so based on which quadrant that particular octant is lying, that is going to decide the sign for that particular octant. Okay, so this is what we have studied with respect to quadrant and octant. Okay, so now we'll move on to the steps. Okay, so in the question, two things will be given to you. One is the center of a circle. Okay, it will be given with respect to x and y. Okay, and radius will be given to you. So based on these 2 points, you are going to generate the points for drawing circle on the screen. Okay, so what will be the first step? First step will be what? You have to assign the starting point coordinate. So how this assigning thing will happen? For x0, you are going to take the value which is given in the question. So in the question, already the center values will be given to you with respect to x and y. So whatever x value is given in the question, that only value you have to consider. Now, generally in the exam, center values are given as 0. Okay, so that means x and y values will be, initially it will be given as 0, but sometimes the center values are not 0. Okay, so in that case you will have to perform additional step. So what will be that, we'll see in the later on slides. Okay, now in this slide you only focus on the point which is given for x. So initially the x value will be given as 0, and for y you have to consider the radius value. Okay, so that value, radius value, is also given in the question. Then step 2. Now in this step 2 you have to compute the initial decision parameter p0. Now why do we need this decision parameter? Decision parameter is going to tell you which nearby pixel you have to choose. Okay, which nearby pixel you have to consider. So for that reason decision parameter is evaluated. Now in this step 2, as you can see in the slide, I have given two formulas. One formula which is 1 minus r, this is also right, and the another one is 5 by 4 minus r, this is also right. So if you refer any textbook, some textbook might have this particular formula, some might have this formula. So both are right. Now what happens is, if you are working on this formula 1 minus r, it is going to generate only integer values. Okay, and if you are working on this formula, that is 5 by 4 minus r, it is going to generate floating point value. Okay, so in that case you might require another column that is going to help you to convert into nearby integer value. Okay, so you decide which formula you want to work on, whether this one or this one. Then next is, after you compute the initial decision parameter, next step is you have to compute the next pixel. Okay, so initially if your pixel is 0, 0, or you can say x of k, y of k, then the next pixel would be what? It will be the incremented value of x and y. Okay, so it is going to be incremented value of x and y. Okay, or it might be that x might be incremented or y might be decremented. Okay, another thing is, whenever you are finding out the points, whenever you are finding out the number of pixels, always remember you are finding out points for one octant only. Okay, you are finding out the point for one octant only, and for the rest of the octant you can follow the sign conventions that we have already seen in the previous slides. Okay, that is, you are finding out points for one octant, and for the rest of the octant you just have to change the sign conventions and you have to see in which quadrant it is going to lie. Okay, now why this is possible? Since circle is a symmetric in structure, that means all the parts are same in size, so that means the points are also going to be same, just the signs are going to change. Okay, only the signs are going to change. So that's how you find out the points for one octant and you change the sign conventions for the rest of the octant. So this is how you perform, you find out the points for the octant. Next is, there are two conditions given. Okay, now in this what happens is, if your decision parameter is less than 0, okay, if the decision parameter is less than 0, then x value will be incremented by 1 and y coordinate value will remain as it is. That is, y will have its original value only, so it will not change, and you will compute the next decision parameter. Okay, so this decision parameter, again when you compute, it can be less than 0 or it can be equal to 0 or it can be greater than 0. So again, based on this decision parameter, again you have to compute the x and y values. Okay, next is, if your decision parameter is greater than or equal to 0, then for that, how you will compute the x and y values? So in such case, x value will be incremented by 1 and y value will be decremented by 1. Okay, so in the previous case, what we used to do, we used to increment x, whereas y would remain as it is, and in this case what we do, we increment x, whereas y we decrement it by 1. Okay, and again you compute the decision parameter. Okay, so this was about step 3. So this step 3 you are going to perform till when? This step 3 will be performed till x value is greater than equal to, you will keep on repeating till x value has been greater than or equal to y value. Okay, that means if x value becomes greater than or equal to y value, that is when you are going to stop performing it. Okay, so x value should not should not be less than y. Till then you are going to compute it. But if it goes above y value, that is when you are going to keep on repeating it. Okay, and this step 4, this step will be performed only if x and y values, that is the center values, is not 0. Okay, if the center value is not 0, only then you are going to put the current x and y values. Okay, only then you are going to put current x and y values. Okay, in the previous x and y values. Okay, otherwise this step 4 is not required if the center point is 0. And last step, which is step 6. Step 6 is nothing but once you have generated points for one octet, then you can find out the points for the other 7 octets. Okay, you can easily find out the points for the other 7 octets. So this step, generally this particular step is required only if in the question it is asked to find out the points for other 7 octets. Otherwise this step is also not required. Okay, so in the question generally it is asked to find out points for only one octet. Okay, so this step is also not required. Okay, so this is how the points will be looking like for rest of the octets. Okay, the points are traced over here. Is this slide visible to everyone? Slide number 19. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now is it visible? Okay. Okay, so this is how for the rest of the octet you can find out the points just by changing the sign conventions. Okay, so now we'll see the numericals. So in the question, what will be given to you? The center coordinates will be given and radius has been given. So center coordinate is how much? It is 0, 0. And radius is given is 10. 10. Step 1 is what? You have to assign the starting point coordinate. So x0 value, in the question what it is given? It is 0. So x0 will be 0 and for y0 you have to take the radius value. Okay, so what is the radius value given? It is 10. Okay, so this is step 1. Then step 2 is what? You have to compute the initial decision parameter. Now, in this case, I have used the formula 1 minus r. Okay, so that is why, as you can see, the answer that is obtained, it is obtained in the integer value. Okay, so 1 minus r, it gives the value as what? Minus 9. So minus 9, this is what? This is a negative value. That means when I say that it is a negative value, so which condition is satisfied? The condition that is satisfied is case 1. Okay, case 1 condition is satisfied. So when I say that case 1 is satisfied, then what you do in case 1? You increment x value and y value, you keep it as it is. So there will not be any change in y value, and then you compute the decision parameter again. Okay, so this is the condition. This is how you compute x and y value for case 1. Okay, so again we'll see the numerical. Yes. So the formula for x is what? X is incremented by 1, and y value is what? It is the radius value. So radius is going to remain as it is. Then p of k plus 1. So this is what? This is the next decision parameter. Okay. So for that, this is the formula. So previous decision parameter, that is p of k. So previous decision parameter is how much? It is minus 9 plus 2 into x of k plus 1. So 2 into x of k plus 1. So x of k plus 1 is what? This is the value that you are going to take. That is the new x value you will take over here. So 2 into 1 plus 1 is equal to minus 6. Okay. So we have got the next decision parameter. Now, again, if you look at this decision parameter, this is also what? This is a negative value. Okay. Now, since it is a negative decision parameter, that means this is also going to satisfy case 1. Okay. So when we say case 1 is satisfied, then how you compute x and y? So x will be incremented by 1 and y will remain as it is. Okay. So x will become 2 over here. Okay. And y will be how much? It will be 10. Okay. So x value will be 2 and y will be 10. And again you compute the next decision parameter. Okay. Now, so this step you are going to repeat it, okay, till your x value is less than y value. Okay, if it increases, if the x value becomes greater than or equal to y, then that is when you are going to stop it. Okay, then step 4. Step 4 is what? This step is computed if the center point is not 0. But in this case, as you might have seen in the question, the center point is 0, 0. So that means you are not going to perform this step 4. Okay, you are simply going to ignore step 4. Okay. Now, step 5. So step 5, this you are going to perform. This step 5 is purely based on step 3. Okay, it is purely based on step 3. So till when you are going to perform it? Till this particular condition gets satisfied. That is x of k plus 1 is greater than equal to y of k plus 1. Till this condition is satisfied, you are going to keep on performing it. Okay, is that clear? Any doubt over here so far? Any doubt? So initially, the decision parameter was how much? It was minus 9. Okay. Then the next decision parameter was how much? It was minus 6. Okay. So whatever decision parameter you are obtaining on the first column, okay, then in the next column you obtain the next decision parameter. Okay, so this minus 6, the same thing you are going to write it over here, okay, in the first column. Okay, then again the next decision parameter that we have obtained is how much? It is minus 1. Okay, so when you are obtaining negative value, okay, then in that case how you are going to compute x and y value? So in that case, x value will be incremented and y value will remain as it is. So that is how you have obtained x as 2, 10. Okay. Now, when this becomes the next decision parameter for the previous step, it becomes the first decision parameter for the next step. Okay. So minus 1 that you obtained over here, the same thing you are going to write it over here, minus 1. Okay. Now, again for this step, when you compute the decision parameter, so you have obtained the value as 6. Okay, you have obtained the value as 6. So this 6 is what? It is positive. So when we obtain the positive decision parameter, in that case what you do? You are going to increment the x value. So this is going to be based on totally in this conditions that we have seen. Okay, based on this condition only we are going to see it. Okay, so this, when you solve it, you will know. Okay, so whatever numericals that we have seen, you have to solve it and see, only then it is going to be cleared. Okay, so this was about the numerical one. Okay, these are the points that were obtained. Okay, then numerical 2. Now for numerical 2, as you can see in the question, the center points that are given is what? It is 4 comma minus 4. So that means the center point is not 0 over here. Okay, center point is not 0 over here. So that means you will have to perform step 4. Okay, you will have to perform step 4. Whereas the rest of the question is similar to the previous one only. That is what? In this also the radius is how much? It is 10. So the whatever 1 to 3 steps that we had seen in the previous step, it is going to remain as it is. Okay, so center coordinate is 4 comma minus 4, radius is how much? It is 10. Then step 1, over here you write down you assign the starting point of x and y. So x value over here, it is going to be, sorry, this is wrong. Okay, I'll just rectify it. X value will be 4. Okay, I'll write over here 4. And y0 value, it is going to be what? It is going to be 10. Then in this case, step 2 is what? It is going to be initial decision parameter. So again, for this step, you are going to use this particular formula and obtain the initial decision parameter. So this is also going to be the same thing. Then step 3 is what? Based on this particular decision parameter, you have to see which case it is going to get satisfied, and based on that you have to compute the values. Okay, so you will keep on finding out the points over here. Then over here, as you can see, step 4 we have to compute. Okay, we have to perform step 4 because the center point is not 0 0. What is given to you? The center point, it is 4 comma minus 4. Okay, it is 4 comma minus 4. So that you are going to compute. So whatever x and y values that you obtain, whatever x and y values that you obtain, in that you have to add these values, 4 and minus 4. Okay, in that you have to add this particular values. Okay, so this is how it is going to obtain. Okay, so these are the as you can see, there are two columns, x of k plus 1 and y of k plus 1. Okay, so what happens over here, you are going to compute this particular values based on step 3. Okay, you are going to compute these first column ka values based on step 3, and this particular values, in this particular value, what you do, you are going to add it by 4. Okay, you are going to add it by 4. Okay, so that's how you obtain the values. So whatever center points are given to you, if it is 4 comma 4 or if it is 4 comma minus 4, those values you are going to add it in the x and y values that you obtain. Okay, and this is what these points that you obtain, these are obtained only for one octant. Okay, these are obtained for only one octant. So if you want to obtain for the quadrants, okay, if you want to obtain for the quadrants, so then based on whatever circle ka this thing we had seen, that is this diagram that we had seen, based on these diagram only you are going to change the sign convention and you are going to obtain the values for the rest of the octants. Okay, for the rest of the octant you can find out. Okay, so this is how it is given over here. Okay, so these values are generally specified I have specified with respect to quadrant. You can specify for 8 octants. Okay, so 8 columns you are going to create over here. Okay, 8 columns will be created over here. Then next is advantages. So advantage over here is it is a powerful and efficient algorithm. Okay, so whatever points that you generate over here, those are up to the mark. Okay, you cannot say it will be too accurate, but it is up to the mark. Okay, so it is much powerful and efficient. Then another advantage over here is what this algorithm is purely based on simple equation of circle. Okay, so based on this circle equation only, you are going to find out the points. Okay, so this is a very simple circle equation that is going to help you to find out the points. Okay, then it is easy to implement from the programmer's perspective. So if you want to implement it, then programming of this code is quite easier. Okay, you can implement it using C, C++, Java. So any programming language that you use, for that implementation is going to be easier. Then this algorithm is used to generate curves on raster displays. So you can also display any type of curve on raster displays. What is raster displays? Displays which are made up of pixels. Okay, so on such displays you can display any type of curves. Then disadvantage. The disadvantage over here is what? Accuracy. So accuracy, as I have already told you, it is not much accurate, but it is up to the mark. Okay, as compared to the 4-way symmetry, 8-way symmetry is up to the mark. Okay, it is not totally accurate. Then the circle generated by this algorithm is not smooth. Okay, so whatever surface of the circle that you obtain, it may not be smooth. Okay, although it will give you the feel that the structure is a circle, but it is not going to look like a smooth circle. Okay, also this algorithm is time consuming. Okay, so as we have already studied all the steps, all 5-6 steps that we have seen, you have to perform all those steps, only then you can generate the points. Okay, so that is why this algorithm is quite time consuming. Okay, any doubt? With this we have completed a midpoint circle drawing algorithm. Okay, so this algorithm is mainly used only to generate a circle on the screen. Okay, any other shape cannot be drawn using this algorithm. Okay, any doubt? अरे सो रहे हो क्या तुम लोग? Are you all sleeping?
No, ma'am, no doubt.
Okay. 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 We'll take the attendance now. Okay. If time